it's Nancy with Nancy's Nibbles of Life, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Nancy and I'm on the WW plan. I'm on the blue plan. I get 23 points a day and I love bringing you these WW content videos. So today I have something really special for you, and it's a new cookbook. Subscribers, thank you so much for clicking on the video and joining me again. I love to see the growth on the channel. If you haven't taken a moment to subscribe, please do so. Lots of WW content centered around recipes like today. Also, things like travel vlogs, beauty vlogs, and sometimes just to check in to say hello, like my recent live video. If you haven't seen the live stream video, it's pretty funny. It's some bloopers there, so you might want to give that a look. It's hilarious. But for today's video, I am so excited to bring you this new, for me, Flavor Pop cookbook recipe from WW. It's new to me, but I think it's been on their website for a little bit, and I used some of my reward wins to get this cookbook. So really excited. I'm going to bring you one recipe from the cookbook today, but let's spend a few minutes looking through it and getting to know this cookbook. You ready to get into it? Let's go. Flavor Pop. It says 125 ways to amp up your cooking. So look at the cover of this cookbook. It looks so fun. These colors are so fun. Those chicken skewers look so good. And I love the WW cookbooks because they have the best pictures and everything is just broken down so easily. The smart points, there's always a table of contents right on top, and there's always an index in the back so that you could find things. And there's always an introduction to kind of tell you what the book is about. And I'm not going to read the entire introduction, but I do want to read these first couple of paragraphs to you, short paragraphs, because I think it really does kind of summarize what the book is all about. It says, at WW, we believe that enjoying delicious food should be part of every wellness journey, whether your goal is to lose a little weight, maintain, or just build some healthier habits. Deprivation, plain everything, joyless eating, that approach isn't livable or sustainable over the long run. So in the WW Test Kitchen, we're all about flavor. We make it our mission to find new ways to amp up the taste of meals and snacks while keeping smart points surprisingly low. So, as it turns out, there's a hack for that, and it's called, or we call it, flavor boosters. So isn't that just really cool that, you know, whatever journey you're on, whatever eating journey you're on, you know, you need to have some flavor in your food to keep you interested. Since I've been working from home and in quarantine and certainly cooking more, you know, if I have a meal outside the home, I've started to figure out it's not as good as my own cooking. Fresh food seasoned the way that I like it. Not only is it better for me, but it is so good and delicious. And you know, I stay in the kitchen trying to find new ways to make food more interesting and more fun. And I think that this cookbook is really going to help me. So I want to show you a couple of things. I want to read to you the table of contents because it kind of breaks it down by what type of things to add to your dishes that'll add flavor pops. Okay. The first chapter is dried fruit. So using dried fruits to kick up your dishes and make them tastier. You know, dried fruit is sweet, but you could also probably use it for a sweet and sour type dish. Nuts and seeds is chapter 2. I love nuts, you know. They're really good for you and they add a crunch. I add almonds to lots of my salads and desserts, the slivered almonds. I found that 2 grams of an almond is 0 smart points. So I will add slivered almonds to almost anything because for 0 smart points you get that little bit of crunch, and I love the taste of almonds. So remember that. Okay, chapter 3, olives, anchovies, and capers. So, interesting. I know people love olives. I'm not the biggest olive fan, but I like capers and anchovies. So, I think of like a Caesar salad when I hear those ingredients. Chapter 4, cheese. Oh my God, who doesn't love cheese? So, ways to use cheese to add some flavor pops to your dishes. Chapter 5, maple syrup and honey. And that is the chapter that we're going to work out of today for a recipe that they have. But you know, using sugar-free maple syrup, so many great things you could do with that add extra flavor to your recipes. I'm interested in learning about that. Chapter 6, herbs and spices. You know, it's endless, the herbs and spices that you could use. Chapter 7, misos, paste, kimchi, and hot sauce. I love all of those things. Miso, paste, kimchi, and hot sauce. Oh my gosh, my name's written all over that. Chapter 8, citrus and vinegar. You know, a pop of citrus makes the difference in almost anything you're cooking. Sauces, seafoods. Chapter 9, mustard. Tons of mustards out there. And then it says that there is, of course, recipes by Smart Points value at the back of the book and the index. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the recipe that I'm going to bring you today. Okay, I have some of the ingredients lined up here, but not all of them. The recipe is, again, a sweet and sour shrimp. It takes 15 minutes to prepare. It cooks in 5 minutes. We're going to use my grill pan for these shrimp. And you do have to chill your shrimp in the marinade for an hour, so we'll do that. And then it says that it serves 4. So the ingredients are 1½ tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1½ teaspoon of some unseasoned rice wine vinegar, which I have here. You know, I just picked this up from Trader Joe's. And then you're going to need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of honey. So because this is the maple syrup and honey section of the cookbook, you certainly are going to need some honey. So I have my raw organic honey here that I just got from Costco. And you're going to need some salt and pepper, a ½ teaspoon of each. You're going to need 1 pound of shrimp, which I have here. And I'm defrosting because I like to buy my shrimp in the individual packages where you could just take out what you need. So I have it defrosting here. And you're going to need some white rice, and it says 1 tablespoon or teaspoon of chopped herbs for garnish. So I'm just going to use some green onion that I have. I'll chop that up and garnish the dish with it. So, you know, you're basically dumping all of those ingredients into a bowl and letting them marinate for an hour. And then we're going to cook them on our grill pan and add it to some rice, and we're going to taste it. So really simple. So the points for this sweet and sour shrimp, remember it's with the rice, and there's also a little bit of cooking oil and honey. So those ingredients both add some points, of course, to our shrimp, which for me on blue are 0 smart points. So for the green plan, it's 8 smart points. For the blue plan, it's 7. And for the purple plan, it's 7 smart points. So, you know, that's about what I use for lunch every day, a 7 or 8 point lunch. So that'll be my lunch today. So you ready? Let's get cooking.
Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know now. Cause your love made me go blind. What am I hearing? Saying you're moving back. When were you gonna tell me that? What am I hearing? It feels like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on? Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind?
just like that, we're done. So we're gonna let that marinade of rice wine vinegar, cooking oil, honey, salt and pepper cook for, or marinate I should say, for about an hour. And then we're gonna throw those shrimp on top of our grill pan, get them nice and hot, get a few grill marks, and we're gonna add it to a little rice that I have, and we're gonna give that recipe a taste. You know, I love the sweet and sour shrimp dishes that I pick up sometimes from the Chinese takeout restaurants that we visit, but man, those can be high in points. But something like this, along with the rice, 7 smart points only, you really can't beat that. And I love shrimp. So I'm so excited to see how this turns out. So after we bring those shrimp out from chilling for about an hour, we'll throw them on the grill top, and then guess what time it is? The taste test! I can't wait. Okay, I'll bring you back here. That's the quickest recipe I've ever made on this channel. So easy. You just mix those ingredients up, let it sit for an hour and get all nice and tasty on you in the fridge, and then you bring it out and you grill it. You know, this is perfect for summer. We are in summer, and so, you know, it's a perfect recipe to get out on the grill with you and your friends and a couple of margaritas. I'd love that. So before I give this recipe a taste, let's go over the ingredients quickly. You know, we had that red wine vinegar. We, of course, had the honey. We had a little bit of cooking oil, some salt and pepper. And we also had a little bit of green onion to garnish the dish with, and some rice. And, of course, our honey. Did I mention the honey? Well, honey is the major part of this because we're cooking from that new Flavor Pop cookbook, and we're on the maple syrup and honey section of that cookbook and learning different ways that you could include those two ingredients to really give your dishes a flavor pop. And I love that. That sounds so good to me. So this recipe again is 7 smart points for the purple and the blue plan and 8 on the green. So speaking of flavor, let's go ahead and give these a try. You know, I got them nice and caramelized. You see that? You have to be careful sometimes when you're cooking with things like honey because it'll burn on you. So just keep your eye on it. But, you know, nothing like a caramelized protein. It just gives you another extra little added bit of flavor to it. I love grilled shrimp. I love anything grilled, but especially a shrimp because it is so delicate, and definitely whatever ingredient profile you're using will just enhance the sweetness of that shrimp. Okay, let's give it a taste. Enough talking. Mmm. 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 You get that honey right away. You know, let's try one with a little grilled onion. I'm sorry, green onion. Mmm. Yeah, that's good. And like I said, this is the perfect opportunity to get out there on the grill. Well, I love the Flavor Pop cookbook, and I can't wait to bring you more recipes from that cookbook. You know, I noticed that a lot of the recipes offer summer type recipes where you could get out there on the grill or even do some indoor grilling, kind of like what I did today. So I am looking forward to bringing you some of those right on time so you can get out there and enjoy your friends and family this season. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up. You know, it helps the video grow, or get out there, I should say, more eyeballs on the video, and it just helps the channel grow, which is what we need. So I really appreciate your support with your comments and your likes. But guess what, guys? That's gonna wrap it up for me today, and I'm gonna finish my lunch, and guess what? I'll see you on the next video. Bye!
Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind?